Last month, we heard from customer service specialist Ivan Newman of Living Inside the Brand about where his own brand values come from. This month, he shares the first of his principles on excellent customer service. This is it, the beginning of the first episode of your series. So the obvious first question has to be, in terms of customer service, where do we start?
Oh, customer service, start at the beginning. What does the customer want? Not what they need, not what you think they need, but what they feel they want. So the question is it, I'd be delighted to do that for you, sir or madam, or you want what? And whilst you as the supplier choose what you deliver, the important thing to remember is it's the customer who will judge. So understanding customer needs, that's where any business needs to start.
Okay, you've always got a story to illustrate everything you say. So give us a couple of practical examples.
Okay, yeah, you're right, Sherie. I always got a story. These seem to stick in my mind. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of stories. One's about the car manufacturer Kia. Korean car manufacturer wants to break into the UK market. Now, they can manufacture cheaply, they can manufacture to a quality, but as far as the UK consumer is concerned, Kia have no track record. And of course the UK consumer might have got some preconceptions about the quality of a Korean car. So with no record of reliability, what do Kia do? In a sense they have a choice. They can lower the price so it's a complete no-brainer that you will buy a Kia come what may, or you do what they did, and that is remove the issue of having no track record of reliability by giving a 7-year warranty.
That sounds like a bold move.
Well, it could be a bold move. It could be a bold move and a stupid move. The two are slightly different.
To be honest, I wasn't quite sure whether to say bold or stupid, but I thought I'd better be positive.
Yes, better be positive. It would be a stupid move if Kia knew that their build quality was insufficient to support the 7-year warranty, because they'd just be storing up problems for themselves down the line. It's a bold move, certainly, as a marketing strategy. But in their case, because they do have the build quality, it wasn't a stupid move. So bold is fine in business. Stupid is stupid. You want a second example,
Yeah,
Sherie?
go for it. Have you got something that ties in with services? Because I know a lot of our listeners are going to be service providers. So have you got something that sort of ties in with that?
Yes, I have, actually. From this very last weekend, my own experience. I was over in Ireland at the European Triathlon Championships. So imagine thousands of triathletes descending on a small Irish town, and we're all billeted out in different hotels. And I happened to be at the Radisson Hotel. Beautiful lobby, marble floor. And in discussions before we all arrived, the manager was horror-struck at the idea of us clumping across the floor in our hard plastic shoes with cleats on the bottom, with our bike boxes being rolled across his marble floor, and perhaps even worse, our bikes, because these are valuable things, possibly even more valuable than our spouses and families.
Charming.
Yeah, with our bikes in the bedrooms. Now, bikes with oily chains and silicone sprays for them to make them all be nice and smooth, that doesn't mix well with hotel carpets and bedding and toweling.
I've got to say, I'm with the manager so far on this.
Yes, in my heart of hearts, I probably am too. And so what was to be done? Very interesting compromise, service compromise. They clearly wanted our business, and we clearly couldn't not bring our bikes. We had to meet in the middle. So where we met, actually, was in the ballroom. Okay. They set aside the ballroom for us with a side entrance dedicated to us with our bikes and our shoes. And because the bikes were so valuable and they weren't in our rooms, they put a 24-hour guard on it.
Wow.
And we had wristbands with numbers on, and the bikes were all numbered up. So the great thing was that we had, I hate to use the phrase, a win-win, but we as athletes won because our bikes were taken care of, and we had loads of room to put them together again and dismantle them in the ballroom. And the hotel obviously got our business. And, the slight increase in costs for putting a guard on the ballroom, negligible.
Must have been more than offset by all those people, and then all those people that you're going to recommend to go to that hotel.
Well, all the people listening here, Radisson Blu in Athlone, middle of Ireland.
So what is your do-today tip?
Okay, the do-today tip is for yourself, listen to everything you say and be positive. I'll go back to the example I gave of Ireland. All of the staff in that hotel, whenever you asked them anything, it was, "Of course, sir. Of course, madam." And that made such a difference. Even if they couldn't quite give you the service delivery you were looking for, the impression was exceptionally positive. So think what you're saying, think of the body language behind it, and then if you have staff, think of what they're saying as well, and how much more welcoming it is to be answered, "Of course," rather than some strange sort of face and scowl where it's clear as a member of staff or service deliverer you really don't want to do it. So be positive, deliver of course service.
Thanks, Ivan. It's easy, isn't it, sometimes to forget when you're a supplier of a product or a service that everything you do is supposed to be about meeting your customers' needs. Without them, there's very little point in getting up in the morning, is there? Next month, Ivan's going to be talking about banishing the glums.